Hi everyone, today I want to film another Craftelier video just because I've made an order recently and it just came through yesterday, so before I start using it I wanted to share it with you just in case you're interested in this stuff as well. So before I start, I wanted to say that a couple of my items that I have ordered came damaged, and the reason being was that they were packaged in a bad way before they were shipped. So it's very difficult to show this because it's a big box, but basically there is a inlay inside the box that kind of bends like this, and whoever was packaging it, I suppose, probably wasn't experienced enough to understand that this was the wrong packaging for the 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper, which I have ordered a few sheets of. Okay, but it just looks like this box is just too small for this, so the decision was quite wrong. And besides the point, not even the papers, but there is the stickers inside here that instead of being taken out and put this way, that person for some reason decided to band it together with the papers, and that obviously damaged the stickers. However, I have emailed the company immediately after I opened it. I have sent the pictures over and they apologized. They have responded within an hour, which was really good, and they have offered a refund for these damaged items. And that's what it is. I actually wanted to have, you know, these items sent to me again, because I want to use them when they're not damaged. However, the number of items would be less of cost than it would cost them to ship, so therefore they just offered to refund, or they could send these items again with my next order, which I wouldn't know when that would be. So I had to go with the refund. So that's just to let you know that things like that can happen. And you know, I thought that the customer service was really quick, and that was really good. The only thing is, I think I would have preferred to have these items sent to me rather than having a refund, but it is what it is. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to take these out so I can make some space here and share with you what I got. Okay, so they always attach, you can see there's a little washi here, they always attach a little heart lolly from their with their branding, Craftelier, which I always give to Mason. He loves them, so he has had the second one now. And so you get always this little card here. And the items that I got are predominantly from Maggie Holmes Heritage. It's her new collection, and they're not available on Amazon yet. Some of the items are starting to become available, but I don't know when the whole collection will be there. I already saw that on Craftelier there's some items that already were sold out. It's not a good sticker, this one. I think I'll just cut it instead. Yeah, so basically a couple of the items were already sold out, and therefore I just could get a few things, and I will wait for the rest to become available on Amazon and then kind of make an order there. And that's what we're going to look at today. Okay, so I had to take those or cut those stickers off. And let's have a look. So basically I got the small 6x8 paper pad, and it's got 6 gold foiled pages. The Heritage collection has a really lovely kind of autumn color palette, which is really pretty, quite muted with those kind of mauvey colors, and the mustard yellow is there again, and some of the darker colors with gold. So this is black, and this is like dark gray kind of color, and let's see, and this is sort of like a Prussian green type of color with gold foiling on there, so really nice. And I'm going to give you a little flip through. I think I will get the 12 by 12 paper pad as well, but like I said, I'll wait for it this time because at the moment it's a little bit expensive. So this is the feel that you get. Always beautiful florals. I got this paper, you can see here the individual paper in the large. So let me just give you a good flip through. This is the mauve type of colors, very kind of muted and a little bit of distress going on. Very pretty. I like these little houses. This is very beautiful. It's got that gold foiling. There's some vintage pictures, which I don't know how I feel about. I know some other people, artists have done this before. I just don't know who these people are. So I don't know why I would want to stick the baby pictures of strangers or use them that way. You know, these are someone's, you know, family members and all that. So I don't know how these pictures come to be, but I personally you know, would rather stick vintage pictures of my own family than use those. But yeah, because it would be confusing if you look at it or someone looks at it and they'll think that's like a relative or something. Anyway, so that's that. Here is this beautiful paper, and this is interesting. It's got some like a pen mark on here, so a little bit distressed, I guess. And these are very pretty, kind of peachy, muted colors. So that's the paper pad. There are some examples that what you can do with it. And then let's have a look at these items here. So we've got the damaged sticker set here. So this is a 64 stickers. You can see that it has damaged and wrinkled the paper right where that crease has happened, which is really rather annoying because you can't really use them like that if the paper is damaged here. So basically 4 stickers on this side and 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers on the other side, unfortunately, are damaged. Anyway, so this is it. This is the so it says here, always remember. Again, the color scheme is very pretty and the illustration is gorgeous. Some stamps here which are individually cut. And I like this boy here, so the boy and the girl in front with some realistic flowers which are doodled around. This is very neat. I like it a lot. And these leaves, so this one here and this one here, seem like a photograph, just photoshopped into this same color to match the collection. So that's that. And then I have purchased, I think 3. Yeah, 3 of these. So this is the Perenial sheet, and it's like the one you saw before, just a larger one. And then on the other side it has these bits and pieces here that you can cut out. And then I got this paper, which is the keepsake. It's a gorgeous paper, and I like this vintage this vintage like a photograph from a botanical or garden book, and a couple other as well vintage plant related things. And then on the other side you get this what almost looks like a fragment from a vintage wallpaper, and that's that. And then the third one I got, which has the stamps on there, and it's called Postmarked, and you can cut them out individually, and I thought that's like I would have so many to use because they're small size. They're about an inch tall roughly, here or there. Sometimes they're a little bit bigger, sometimes smaller, but yeah, so loads to cut, to like fussy cut and use. Some of them you could fussy cut, couple of them, like a little strip of 2 or 3, but generally they are not the same size. Like these, for example, these 3 you could fussy cut and use them like that because they are almost the same size, but most of them are slightly offset. But there are, like, for example, here is a straight line, so you could cut around here or up till here and have like a straight line. So you could find a couple of those like that, maybe these 3, if you want to use a couple of them instead of individually. And the other side is a little boring for me, but that's just my taste. Okay, so these are the 3 individual papers, and the last thing I got is this one here, which is by Paige Evans, and I have seen this tool already used by her, and I really wanted to have this one as well because it's just great for making your own out of either watercolor sketchbooks or little notebooks or little albums or scrapbooks. And what I wanted to use this for is create some sort of little booklets with my son and just kind of stick some pictures or ephemera or some of his art in there and just kind of make them something that he would keep as a memory and sort of flip through and all of that. So I thought that would be quite nice, but like I said, it's a great tool to use for different purposes, but yeah, for mainly for binding. So there are different ways you can bind. I'm honestly not looking forward to be doing any fancy binding. I just want that simple one, and what it's good for is that the holes are made in the same kind of, you don't need to guess and roughly stick your needle in, which is what you can do, but this is just a fancier way of doing it. And also I was going to say there are 2 options for you. There's this pinky one, which I went for, but also there is another one which is like a teal color. For some reason this time I prefer the pink, because if you know me, I have a lot of teal items in my studio, so naturally you'd think I'd go for the teal. Anyway, let me just open this and show you what's inside. I really like how she has packaged this item or this product, and what you get here is this little kind of felt like pocket, which looks really adorable. I like how they've done it. It's simple but really nice, kind of has this Swedish look to it, and it's got a little gold button here. It's a little bit hard to open, but once you get there you have so they included some of this thread which you can use, and they included 2 needles, one straight one and then the bendy one, which I guess is for different styles. And then there's a little leaflet here with instructions which teaches you how to use it and which holes you need to pierce for which style of the binding. So some of them are quite complicated, some of them are easier, and like I said, I will just go with the easiest one that's available, and that is what I will do. And then you get obviously this needle which is quite sharp, so be careful to not leave it out if you have any pets or little family members. And that is it. So that's that. And then what you get here is I guess this is for the simple binding, and this is for these kind of zigzaggy binding, which you can see over here. You just see, look at the different spots that you need to do. So it's quite, comes off quite easily like that. I wonder, yeah, I think so. It's designed like this, so you just swap it to the other side if you need to use it just on the dots here, and then you attach it like that. And this is just a straight one here down the middle, and then these are for the fancy binding. And if I haven't mentioned it, it is by We Are Memory Keepers, and like I said, you have 2 options for the colors. I'll try to link both below if I can find them. And this is, I think I have seen it available on Amazon if I'm not mistaken, but it should definitely become available soon. So if it's not there yet, then just keep checking, and it should definitely become available very soon. So oh, and on the other side there are these rubber little dots, which actually makes it really good, makes it stick really good to your desk, and it doesn't slide, which is great because you're obviously working with a needle, so the last thing you want is for it to slide. So that's it for today. Very simple little crafty haul, and I'll try to link everything that I can find on Amazon, but otherwise just keep on checking, and like I said, it should be available soon. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.